So in this video, it's going to be our last one, we're going to calculate 5, 10, and 30-year running averages. And the point of a running average, as you'll see when we get done, that it has the tendency to smooth out variations from a year-to-year basis. We see just more the long-term trends instead of the short-term variability that can allow us to maybe not see the more global trends going on with our data. So the first thing that we're going to do is I don't want to mess with the charts that I have here so far that I've done for the assignment. So I'm going to select all of the data that I need right here. So just columns A and B. I'm going to select those and I'm going to right click and I'm going to copy it. And I'm just going to make a new sheet, so just blank slate so I can make a new chart and do all the calculations that I need. So down here on the bottom left hand corner you can see I'm on sheet 1, but I can add other sheets. And so I'm going to hit the plus sign and it's going to give me a brand new sheet. And so I'm going to, up here in the top left corner, I'm just going to hit right click and I'm going to paste. And you can see that it gave me all of that data that I had on the first sheet, but now I have a blank slate to work with. So to calculate a running average, what we're going to do is, for a 5-year average, for example, we want to calculate the average for the year that we're going to do it for and the 4 previous years. So the first year that there's actually 5 total years of data is in 1884. So we're going to type equals average, and we're going to select all that Fahrenheit data for those 5 years. And so that's the 5-year running average for the year 1884, but we want to do this for all of the years. So we can, in the bottom right corner of the cell, once it turns to that black cross, we can double click and it will shoot down our formula for us. And we're going to do the same thing for a 10-year running average. And so that's going to be in the year 1889. So this year and the 9 previous years, we can actually calculate the first 10-year running average. So we're going to type equals average and do it for those 10 years. Hit enter, and then we can shoot that formula down. Now the year where there's actually 30 years of data is going to be 1909. So down here on this row, we'll type equals average, and then we'll select those 30 years, and then we can shoot it down. So now we've calculated our running averages. Now we just need to plot them to see what's going on. So for Excel, we'll come up to charts. We'll do a line. We don't want to do we'll just do a straight line this time, no markers. So it brings up a blank chart for us, and we'll select our data. We want to add a trend line or add a series of data. Our Y values are going to be all of the years. So the temperature for the actual temperatures for each year down to 2017. And then our X labels for the entire chart are going to be the years. So we'll select that. Go up to the top. So you can see our chart's already starting to populate with the data. Now we want to add another series, and this is going to be the 5-year running average. So we just need the Y values. So we'll select this, select it all the way to the bottom, and then we will add another series, and this one's going to be the 10-year running average. So we'll add the Y values are going to be here, and this column D was our 10-year running average calculation. So I'll start from the bottom and go to the top, select only that data, and then you can start seeing other lines being populated on our chart. And I want to add one more series of data, and that's going to be the 30-year average. So I'm going to start here and go all the way to the end. And click OK. We don't need to worry about the X labels for the running average series. Click OK. And now you can see our chart has 4 different lines on it. And we can resize it, or there's another thing that we can do in Excel that's kind of nice. If you right click on the chart, you can move the chart, and we'll just put it in its own sheet. So we created a new sheet of data, but we can also make a chart sheet. And so we'll move it to a chart sheet, and it makes it nice and big for us. It's the only thing that we can see. And so you can see the data here. Series 1 was the actual data. It's pretty jagged, lots of variation year to year. But Series 2 was our 5-year average. So we don't get as much of that jaggedness. We just get what's kind of happening on a year to year, on a 5-year basis, basically. And then this green line, it smooths out the data even more. And then our 4th line, the purple one, you can see it's very flat. We just see the long-term trends. So those are some of the benefits of using running averages. And if you want to, you can use what you learned in the first video to make this chart a little prettier. These are pretty thick lines. What we can do is we can go make them thinner, a little easier to see. But that is the video on how to do running averages.